Is the yellow line a figment of your imagination or reality? What is the yellow line? Your curiosity is killing you, so you click the button. Yes, I have been waiting for you, so let's get started. I am Steve Allen, your host and creator of the Yellow Line. The yellow line will take you into the depths of your deepest, darkest mind, to places you may have never been. Are you ready? Let's get started. The yellow line, what is it? I spend time at the Moda Center, home to the Portland Trailblazers, as a guest attendant. This is a fascinating socializing experience, and I get paid for it and have free parking. How do you beat that? I do a lot of yellow line painting while I'm there. It is fun to paint yellow lines on the floor. These lines set boundaries and also give directions. One night I attended a concert that was actually pretty good. My first station of pleasure was guarding the Pyramid Taproom gate so early guests could come and eat and drink. They could cross the concourse to the restrooms and then come straight back to the taproom to drink more and keep the process going. The first thing I would tell a guest as they requested to visit a restroom was to follow the yellow line and do not get off of it. They would look at me kind of funny and proceed with their head down, making sure they did not step out of the boundary of the yellow line. They would look back at me and ask how they were doing. Most of the time they stayed on the yellow line, but occasionally I would have to raise my voice and tell them they had stepped off the yellow line and needed to move right or left. Get back on the boundary. I always try to keep my authoritative voice. A yellow line is fun to create and draw on floors. They work great most of the time, but there is always someone that wants to push the limits. This is when they get in trouble from me. They will feel my harsh voice as I correct the mistakes they just made. I limit the use of the bathroom privileges the next time. They usually beg for forgiveness because the need for a bathroom is greater than the consequences. Wet pants. And who wants to tell anyone they wet their pants from stepping off the yellow line? Last night when the concert was about to start, I was deployed to an entry to meet and greet with those with tickets in my section. A few of my taproom guests were in my section. They would mention the yellow line, wondered how well they had done staying on the yellow line. I would always compliment them for doing such a good job and then set new limits for their concert watching experience. Stay on the yellow line to their seats. Limit their drinking and have a great time. So when did the yellow line begin? Everything has a beginning, or has it always existed? My yellow line came to me about 2 years ago. I was working the club level in the Moda Center. This is the floor where big and more important people come to schmooze their clients. You would find old basketball players, along with many other business people on this floor, and along with others that maybe in the eyes of some were not quite so important. Regardless of their financial status, the crowd would gather around the hot dog stand, which just happened to be where I socialized. They would look like a herd of sheep pushing to get to the feed trough. I needed to get them in line to be more orderly. So I started painting yellow lines on the floor. I would start at the hot dog stand and walk backwards as my stretched out hands in front of me. Then with a loud voice I would order everyone to stand on the yellow line. Just like obedient sheep, they would follow their master. They would all line up on the yellow line. Some would question me as to the line's whereabouts, while others saw it clearly. But my authority dominated, and the yellow line soon had a nice long line of game attendees, rich or poor, standing on it, waiting their turn for a delicious, nutritious hot dog. Each of us need yellow lines in our lives. Parents paint yellow lines for their children. Do not eat dirt. Do not drink out of the toilet. Or be home before midnight. After midnight is when the witches come out. Boundaries and lines are everywhere. Back in the old days, yes, the old days when dirt was being formed, we had no freeways, just two-lane roads. Well, nearly two-lane roads. These roads were created by following a horse or deer trail. They had no yellow lines in the center to tell the driver where the boundary was. Most drove down the center until another car approached, and then you would move over to the right, just enough so both could get by. The term road hog was created when one would take more than their share out of the road. My dad would holler, "Road hog, get it over!" Every time he'd almost push you off the edge of the road. Today it is called road rage. But so what? The consequences are the same. Anger. At least they didn't shoot at each other, and most carried guns in their car or truck. The guns were well behaved in those days. Yeah, in the good old days, guns knew obedience. Soon, someone came up with the idea of paint. Yellow paint, white paint, green paint, paint of any color. But white and yellow became popular, with yellow as caution and white as the boundary. The yellow line was such a great invention. It provided the traveler with a boundary. If you stayed within the boundary and did not venture out of the boundary, a driver could drive for miles without encountering the visitation from the oncoming auto. The need to go to the bathroom was simple. The path was well marked if you stayed on my yellow line. If not, road rage would occur from me. I was looking at the map the other day and saw all kinds of lines. Some were squiggly lines as they outlined the state. Can you imagine a world without lines? Can you imagine a football game without lines? Lines are so important. It really does not matter what color the lines are, but only that they exist. A spreadsheet without lines or rulers and boundaries. Can you imagine that? No columns containing little boxes with shoes in each other with the prices on a website. Can you imagine a website without lines? Just a minute. I've got a call coming in here. Yeah? You're telling me that there's no lines on the website? That when you purchase something that it's just there? No. There's lines on a website. They might not be yellow. I create websites, and I know I have to create lines to make it work. Maybe, okay, so you might be wrong. You're thinking you maybe have seen some lines on the website. Okay, well, you have a good day. Thanks for calling. Back to the show. Okay, you can tell I had to correct the color just a little bit there. Yellow lines are everywhere. Just like the yellow lines I would paint on the floors at the Moda Center. These lines are invisible to the eye, but the brain can see them very clearly. They give us direction, boundaries, and limits. If you are still with me, this has been episode 1 of a series of the yellow line that may never end. The yellow line can go on forever as long as the yellow paint can doesn't run out of paint. Until they throw the dirt in over my body, I will keep bringing you thoughts and inspiration. Some of you may not like this. Some of you will. None of us are the same. Think the same and believe the same. This world would be a dull place if we all cut our hair the same. That would be pretty boring. So there will be content that you will not like. Just bear it. Next week, there may be something that you will apply to you. And before I forget, if any of you feel inclined to help out with the furtherment of the Yellow Line, please purchase a Yellow Line t-shirt to help out on production of this series. You can do so by going to the address shown on the screen here, Sundog Film Productions. This is a secure site, and your order is powered by PayPal, so you can pay by credit card or your PayPal account, okay? So let the world know you follow the Yellow Line. You know, I'm going to add one more thing. You get a free bumper sticker to tell people that you're following the Yellow Line with every t-shirt, Yellow Line t-shirt that you buy. So please help support this good cause that we're creating here. I think, sure, we got a lot of things going here, and I think you'll really enjoy it. We got to get guests we're going to be bringing on the show, and we got some good stuff. So I hope that you help support us. Sign up for the Yellow Line newsletter. It will contain lots of cool things. Soon the Yellow Line will stream live. We will be going live, so you can call in and you can talk to us and you can tweet us. So please don't be in your pajamas. Please go to the Sundog Film website and fill out the form to stay in touch with us. And you've got it posted right there on the website. Thought of today. Where did the monkey come from if man evolved from a monkey? Have you ever thought of that one? Something to think about. I am Steve Allen, your host of the Yellow Line. Let me see you again soon. Please go to my website, Sundog Film Productions, and click the Yellow Line. You will see the Yellow Line better by putting on your magic glasses. This episode of the Yellow Line is brought to you by T3E. Check out their website at www.t3e.com. They are the authorized dealer for Plantronics office and corporate phone conferencing systems, making your life easier in the business world. Give Wally a call at 503-291-757. Correct that. 503-291-7157. You can see right here, I've been broadcasting with the Plantronics Savvy W740 Bluetooth headset, and I'm being transmitted right over there. This broadcast is being transmitted with this headset right here. Great little tool here. So call today or go on the website that's shown right here on the website, the screen right here, to talk to Wally and see how he can help you in your office, or even this is quite a cool thing. You can use it right at home. You know, so broadcasting or talking, you could have voice overs, whatever you want to do with it. It's really a nice little thing. Comes with 2 or 3 different headsets, and so you can put it over the top of your head or sideways on one ear and your earpiece. This one I've just got on my ear here. So anyway, please give Wally a call at 503-291-7157. I am Steve Allen, your host of the Yellow Line, and I'll be back another day real soon, maybe tomorrow, maybe in a few hours. We'll be broadcasting this to YouTube and iTunes, so you can watch it at your convenience. Anyway, have a happy day and enjoy the Yellow Line. I'll be gone and see you soon. Bye. Take care.